So welcome back to Satori Graphics, and we have another before and after graphic design tutorial. Now I know you guys love this kind of content, and today we're going to focus on colors and how the graphic design principles kind of play into your choice of color in a graphic design. There are many different ways to use color, there are many different principles that tie into the use of color, and so you are going to learn something today without a doubt. And here is the first design, which is based around a gym or exercise poster. Now as you can see, this poster is in grayscale at the moment, and we want to add some color. How would you approach this? How would you decide what colors to use on this design in particular? Now I want you to think of the emotion of the design itself and what it's trying to convey and what's the message that's being presented. This is how you choose color. You want to evoke certain emotions, and so you can relate back to the color psychology. So let's have a look at 3 different examples of 3 different color schemes on this design. Which one of these do you think works the best when it comes to a kind of exercise or changing your life sort of color scheme? You might know which one works, but you might not know why. Try and ask yourself or question, why would this color work? So here are some keywords that relate back to the color psychology of the particular color scheme. For orangey kind of yellows, we have energetic, excitement and change. Red can evoke danger, passion or a warning. And green can relate back to natural, tranquility or healthy. So when you want a design to relate back to a change of lifestyle or a change of anything and some kind of energetic movement, orange is always going to be a very good choice for this kind of design. Also, when you consider the design here has very energetic lines, angled straight lines, that plays back into the color psychology here. So yeah, this is the most functional color scheme for the design. So for the second choice here, we have another grayscale design. And this is just a quick advert that will be promoting skincare or body creams. And again, we are going to look at emotion or connotations of a color scheme. But when you are trying to sell or advertise or design something based around skincare products, specifically aimed at women, what color schemes would you go for? For this example, I'm going to show you the finished design right now. And that is pastel kind of skin tones. As you can see, we have some darker skin tones here, and then we go into pinks and also a really pale color here. So why are these synonymous with beauty products or skincare products? There are some very good reasons why these kind of colors are used on these products. Pastel colors evoke a kind of openness and a relaxation feeling when they're viewed. They're very peaceful and soft colors, which is great for selling things such as beauty products. As you can see on the right, the saturation has been upped a lot and is too kind of aggressive for this style of design. Also, using pastel skin tones does relate back to the product itself, which is trying to sell something that will make really healthy and really beautiful skin. So these are the kind of things you do need to keep in mind when you're designing something. You need to relate back to the product, the message, and the overall feeling. For this webpage here, I've gone ahead and I've actually colored in 4 aspects of the design in a kind of goldy orange color. The rest is grayscale at the moment, but we're soon going to change that. And actually I'm going to give you 3 different examples again, and you should try and work out which one works the best for the design. So here are your 3 options to choose from. Which design looks the most functional from a color scheme standpoint? And can you actually answer why it works? This option is less to do with emotion, and it's more geared towards a graphic design principle in terms of color schemes. So one really useful method you can apply when choosing colors is to utilize contrast. And one really neat way to do that is complementary colors. Now these are colors that are opposite each other in the color wheel, and of course these are contrasting. This renders a design impacting, but also these colors are visually appealing when put together. And this is something you might want to choose for your design when you pair it with things like emotion and the message. So here is a landing page design, and things are set up in a very orderly manner. But when it comes to color, what would you change on this design and how would you improve it? There are a few things you could change to take it to more functional levels. Yep, it goes back to that method of having the call to action here more visible. And also I have linked back the title here to the color of the leaves, and also the rollover button is also linked back to the colors found here. These kind of details do take the design to new heights. And these are the kind of things you do want to be thinking about when you're using color in your graphic designs. And if you want to learn more about graphic design, do click a video on screen. But until next time guys, design your future today. Peace.